So, do I think the fight was scripted for Tyson to lose? Hey guys, Wellzy here, back again with another video. I am so disappointed in the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight right now. And this is a total embarrassment to the sport of boxing, and here's why. So I came into that door, sat here on this couch, turned on Netflix, and I sat down and watched the fights that was before the main event, including the co-event. By the way, the only event that was actually really good was the first fight that happened, and that was with, I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, Niraj Goyat versus Whindersson Nunes, with the winner being Niraj Goyat. Second fight is with Mario, sorry if I pronounce this is really hard, I'm not very fluent in it, Barrios versus Jesus Ramos. Was alright of a fight, but it ended up with a split draw. But after that event, this next event after that turned very bad very quickly, with the main event with Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. As you guys saw with Katie Taylor, she did a very dirty move by headbutting Amanda Serrano, which was actually wrong. Everyone's just blowing up right now about it on Twitter because that was such a dirty. Even the coach said, I think it was the coach, he said she did a dirty move by headbutting her opponent, but she ended up with a point deduction, even though she automatically just got the win anyway. But then it got even worse with the main event that was hyped up by Netflix and Jake Paul's promotion company, which is Most Valuable Productions. And with the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight, it was an absolute disgrace. It was a big disappointment in my opinion. It was actually a pretty shitty fight, and I'm going to talk about it in a second. I said it in my last video, if you haven't seen already, link in the description down below, that Mike Tyson was going to beat Jake Paul, and I was really hoping that Tyson would mop the floor with Jake, but he really disappointed me. And people are going to say, oh Wellzy, but Tyson is 58 years old and Jake is 27 years old. They have a 31-year difference. And Jake is in his prime and Tyson is out of his prime. I don't give a shit. Jake Paul literally beat the shit out of a senior citizen, and that's elderly abuse. But come on, look what Tyson did. It was an absolute disgrace. It was a shit performance by him. So, do I think the fight was scripted for Tyson to lose? Abso-bloody-lutely. That fight was scripted and rigged for Jake to win, so both of them can get the bag. Some reported that Jake Paul is getting around $45 billion, while Mike Tyson is getting $20 billion for this fight. So I'm now going to just talk about the fight and how absolutely shit it was. I have a little note here that I wrote on my phone. So round one out of the gate, Tyson went a bit ham. Good throws here and there from both fighters. Off the gate, Tyson slowed down a little bit, but then started, trying to do many jabs and punches. Some collided, some didn't. It's just the start of the fight, not much was happening. Round two, some decent stuff, from both fighters. I thought they were tied and just, had some decent throws from each fighter. Not much really to say there. Round 3 and 4 where Tyson was getting a bit slower, trying to protect his face and trying to throw some punches, but missed few. Jake did a lot more than I think he did. I have to look back on my notes. I think I said it here. Yeah, he had some decent throws. Round 5 and 6, Tyson had some speed but slowed down a little bit more. Jake was trying to dodge most of it, and he did, and threw a bit more than Tyson did. Tyson did have some decent shots, but then Jake came back a little bit better. 7 and 8 is where Tyson was just not doing much because I think he was a little gassed out. A little slower. Jake had some decent shots. Tyson a little bit more decent shots. I think Jake did a triple shot around 7 or 6, I think it was. It was pretty good. It knocked Tyson around a little bit. But yeah, Jake did a bit more than Tyson did because he was a little slower. He was standing in spot a bit too much. I did notice that Tyson didn't really throw as many punches during then. He was just slowing down, just trying to find balance because Jake, obviously knocked him around a bit, stunned him a bit oh shit. His footwork was very garbage, wasn't right. And I think him and Jake was holding back on their actual true potential, because I think they're just doing it for the bag, you know, trying to get that money. So overall, it was a shit fight with a shitty outcome, with Jake Paul winning. I was having high hopes that Jake would get destroyed by Mike Tyson, but you know, obviously Tyson disappointed us a bit. I thought we were going to see Primal Mike. We saw it when he slapped Jake during the weigh-in, which was crazy. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll put a link in the description down below for the clip if you want to see that. That was absolutely awesome. He stepped on his toe, he stood up, and then bang, straight in the jaw, which was great. And then Jake's like being cocky, like, come on then, like, dickhead. And I was so furious that Jake Paul won. I made a tweet about it, I'll put on the screen here how furious I was about Jake winning, and I was like, this is bullshit. And it has currently got 329 views, and that's insane, because the post that I did before that got 752 views. Unfortunately, yeah, disappointment. And this marks the most embarrassing fight I've ever seen in the entirety of my 26 years that I've been living. And this is my honest opinion. I think Jake Paul is an embarrassment to the sport, and he should be stopped. What Jake was doing for the sport is an absolute joke, and it should never happened. This fight should never happen, but it did, because obviously they wanted to get the bag, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't do it for the bag, because, you know, it's about the integrity of the sport. Also, Tyson said at the end of the fight that he would want to fight Logan Paul. And Logan Paul, being an absolute scumbag, said, I will destroy you. Who do you think would win? Logan, Mike Tyson? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll also do a poll on if you think that fight should happen and who do you think should win. Well, also Jake, listen, man, you need to stop ducking KSI. You've been trying to duck him, and I think he maybe tried to duck you, but at the same time, you guys should just fight and get it over with. And if you guys want to see that fight, let me know in the comments down below, or in another poll that we'll be making. Also, if that fight should happen, and who do you think is going to win? It's going to be an absolute shitfest if Jake wins against KSI. That's just my opinion. You know, I don't mind KSI, but I also don't like the guy after, you know, with him, with Logan Paul, with Prime, and with Lunchley at the moment. And that's a whole different thing that's happening right now with Lunchley. And who knows, maybe I should train myself to do boxing. I might actually want to try, because right now I need to lose a lot of my weight. I think I'm 80 something kilos, which is not good. I need to go back to the gym, start eating much better, and, you know, train, you know, go to the gym, train my muscles, maybe do some boxing when I'm like back in shape, you know, train hard and just work on it, and hopefully maybe you might see me in the ring one day, who knows. Also, comment down below if you want to see me in a boxing match with someone. I might call up some old ex-friends that I know that might want to like verse me, because, you know, I'm not being cocky or nothing. I don't know if I could beat them at this state that I'm in right now, but once I train hard for like a couple of years, you know, just do the right thing, train hard, try and lose this belly that I have right now, and maybe, just maybe, I might consider a match with someone. Anyway, this is pretty much the end of the video. I'm going to stop talking about this shit. This is an embarrassment to the sport, and this fight should not have happened. It was so scripted, it was garbage. It was the worst fight I've ever seen in my life. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Like, subscribe, turn post notifications. Make sure to click all to get notified for when I upload, which is fortnightly on Wednesdays. Make sure to smash the hell out of that like button. This has been the worst boxing event ever that I've seen in my life. That being said, I see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember.